Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, September 20th, 2022, and it is a day B. Now, before we get started, let's go ahead and stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me here at school. It's always great to have every single one of you here. Let's go over our lunch menu for the day. As always, we have 4 choices. Your hot lunch choice 1 is the chicken patty sandwich. Choice 2 is your Warrior Munchie meal. Someone still has to tell me what that is. Choice 3 for our kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade students, a lunchbox meal with turkey. And for our 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students, you get a turkey sandwich. And last but not least, for our 4th and final choice, the Sun Butter sandwich. So make sure to make your selection, and that way our cafeteria will have the correct orders ready for all of us when we get to the cafeteria for lunch. All right. We have 3 expectations here at school today. Number 1, show that you're respectful. Number 2, show that you're responsible. And number 3, show that you are ready. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, why is it that Mr. Lin always goes over all 3 of the 3 R's? Well, because it can be applied in so many different ways. So, yesterday I talked about controlling our hands, right? If you can control them, you can either choose to allow them to do good or not, okay? But what about the things that we hold, right? A pen, a pencil. When you're in the cafeteria, what about the forks and the spoon or the plastic little knives that might be given out to you? Have you thought about how our hands can be useful and not hurtful with that? Like, for instance, if you had a plastic little knife, I don't mean one that hurts people, but one that you use to cut food, are you going to use it in a responsible way or an irresponsible way? You see, you have to think about what these items are designed to do. If they're meant to cut food, then you don't want to be cutting through your plates. You don't want to be scratching things. You don't want to be play fighting with your knives either. Now, boys and girls, I heard that this was happening, and I want you to just pause and think about it. Were you using the knife exactly as it was designed? And if you were play fighting with it or cutting holes through styrofoam cups or paper cups and things like that, and not really only using it for cutting food, then you're not using it as intended. You see, a pencil, I don't know if I've got a pen. Oh, here, we've got a pencil. A pencil is meant for writing, right? Or if you're an artist, perhaps you could use a pencil for sketching and drawing. Yeah, a pencil has a sharp point to it. A sharp point can be harmful to people. You could, I suppose, use a pencil to hurt somebody, but that's not its intended purpose. So I really want you to think, not just controlling your hands in a respectful and responsible and ready way, but also the things your hands hold. A pencil, a pair of scissors, plastic knives in the cafeteria. Are you using them? Are you using those items as they were intended? All right. So that's what respect and responsibility and readiness looks like. I hope that you guys can carry that idea and make it happen in the cafeteria today. Now, this day in history, we don't have any special announcements today, but I do want to share for our 6th graders and really for all of our students some great stories in history. Now, today is September 20th. Back many years ago in 1972, you had this epic battle between a girl and a guy. You see, there's a sport called tennis. Many of you guys know that I like to play tennis. I used to coach tennis. And even today, the guys will compete against the guys, the professional tennis players, and the girls will compete against the girls, right? Women and males. But there was this one guy who just kept saying that the girls are just not as good as the guy tennis players. So the guy, his name is Bobby Riggs, And everything he was saying about the female tennis players, was rubbing one of the girls wrong. Her name was Billie Jean King. And so basically, they decided to settle the debate once and for all. So on September 20th, 1972, in the town of Houston, Texas, Bobby Riggs faced Billie Jean King, and they had an epic tennis battle. And as some of you guys might have guessed, Billie Jean King came up on top. In fact, she won $100,000 beating the guy. So girl power, right? On top of that, it is still, that tennis match was on TV. It is still one of the most watched tennis match ever in the history of the sport. 90 million viewers watched that match. And you know what? I can't say I'm upset. I used to coach girls tennis. I know how tough our girls are. And Billie Jean King was definitely one of those who kind of made a name for herself and really proved that the girls not only are just as good as the guys, but sometimes might take the lead. All right. Hey, guys, if I haven't already told you this, I love you. I care about you. And I'm here to encourage you. I hope that you look around, you find all the grown-ups in your class and in your life, and those who have really stuck their necks out for you. I hope that you make sure to go up to them. I challenge you to say thank you. And boys and girls, that love, care, and encouragement isn't just for us as grown-ups to give to you guys. I want you guys to give that love and that care and that encouragement to others. Some of you guys have actually started remembering to tell me that you love me, that you care about me, and that you encourage me. And, well, that makes my day. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Tuesday.